Hello. Let me see. Sorry, need to fiddle with the levels here. Alright, I think this is okay. Yeah. All right, let's get started. I know about this game, I have not played it at all. Oh. Wait a second. Can I change the resolution? Not properly. I'm not playing this full screen because it doesn't really work with a multi-monitor setup as usual, but that means I currently have a tiny window, so I need to resize this. 1 second. Let me figure out how to do this so we can all actually see what I'm playing. All right, that looks good. And you also need to tell me if the audio levels are garbage or something like that. All right. And yes, let's do the intro. Spooky. So I've not played this at all. Like, this game came out shortly before GDC and I was busy. But it's something I meant to play, and I just put it in a list of, hey, games you might want to see me play, and people voted for it, so let's try. I do know how the game works though. I've not played it, but I have seen people play it, so. So, let's just play this the obvious way before we get fancy. I know a fun way to play this particular puzzle, but let's not do that just yet. Where do I go? All right. Wall is stop. And if I move this, this rule is now inactive because it's not talking about anything. And I can go to walls, but I will not win if I just move to the flag because the flag isn't win yet. So I need to form this rule Now touching the flag means winning. And I win. This was easy. I have been assured it does not stay easy. Wall is you. Flag is stop. So flags aren't stop anymore. And like I can't do quite the same solution as before because I don't have a BaBa. Like I could do a BaBa as win here, but there's no BaBa on the screen. So instead, we're gonna go for flag as win again. And if you haven't seen this game before, like, you should get an idea that this is gonna get strange. This whole setting up the rules of the game world as something you can manipulate is weird. Alright, so water is sink, meaning, yeah, if I walk in there I die. But I can undo with the... What happens if I drop a... Okay. Rock is push, flag is win. Can get to the flag since I only have one more rock to drop and I would need to like nuke at these two. So I don't think I'm getting to that flag. But let's redefine success. Rock is win. And that works. Still out of reach. Skull is defeat. Rock is push. Flag is win. BaBa is you. Can I push multiple rocks? I can. So, question is, whoops. So now skull is not defeat anymore, and I should, yeah. Yep. Volcano. Okay. That wall of stop is not going anywhere in the corner. BaBa is you, rock is push. BaBa is melt, lava is hot. What can I do? So can I make lava as push? And then maybe I can push the lava around. I doubt that'll work. But maybe? Totally works. Awesome. Hi, mage, sorry. Everything is possible if you just change the rules enough. Off limits. Rock is stop, skull is defeat, flag is win. These look as though I'm not gonna be able to change them. Like the rock is stop is behind rocks. Don't think I'm getting through there. It can make the walls not stop. Okay, I think I know where this is going. First, make the wall not be stopped. Second, wall is you. Now, I need to touch the flag with wall. And I win. Grass yard. Okay. Grass is stop. Just checking. Like if I break this, yeah, there's no me anymore. So that needs to stay there and stay unbroken. Grass is stop is annoying though. It's really annoying. Can I push you out of the way and do something useful? Not really. Because like once I push it up here, I'm not getting it out of that corner. I'm not getting out of that corner anyway. That's undo all the way to the back. This would be a lot easier if I could get rid of the grass to stop. I need to make something when. So if I put the is like right here, I can use that is for another thing, and I can put a flag here and win here in theory. So that was my plan last time, except I don't see how to get the flag and win out of there. Like if I could put the win right here and the flag here, that would be nice, but I don't see how to make that happen. Flag to BaBa, and that flag is you. The flag being me doesn't really help if the flag isn't win. And also, like, I literally just can't get the flag out of there. That's what I just tried. Like, I can try this here, push the flag there, but like, I can't get it out of there. Like, this is Sokoban rules. I can push but not pull. So like at this point, like I'm just stuck here. So that's the issue, because I can't go over the grass because grass is stop. How have you not played BaBa as you till now? I just explained that 5 minutes ago. Basically, it came out 2 weeks before GDC, and I was busy with other stuff when it came out. And then I didn't really think about it until I was like, hey, I feel like playing a game. Put a Twitter poll with like 2 games I've already played recently. And like, hey, put BaBa's You in there because I'll totally play that if people are interested in watching. Man, if only I could make the grass not... Oh, I'm an idiot. Grass is stop, wall is not. There's nothing about walls, so these walls don't mean anything. They don't mean shit. Ta-da! Yeah. Note to self, if it doesn't actually say wall is stop, then walls just don't mean a thing. Ta-da! Oh, that took me a while. Three flowers to unlock that, whatever that is. The lake. 1. That's back to the map, okay. 1. Icy waters. Flag is win. Jelly is sink. Wall is stop. BaBa is you and sink. So what happens, like, so I think if I go into the water, I guess, but that's not necessary. I can just turn that off. The wall is stopped, like all these here are stuck in corners. Which means by the Sokoban rules, I really can't, like these are basically immovable. I can't push anything there, like there as far as they'll go. I have an idea. You get that and out of there. And then I can get this wall here. And then wall and BaBa is me. And now, admittedly a bit strange, ta-da! The most essential rule is that game is troll. Well, no, it's totally consistent within its own rules. It's just these rules are not what you think they are. Turns. Wall stop, and that's outside the wall, so I'm not gonna get there. Flag is win, skulls defeat. All these are probably not gonna change. Rock is push. So what's my plan gonna be here? I think what's gonna have to happen is that I need to get the and next to the BaBa is you. And then it's gonna be crab and BaBa is you. Because that BaBa is you is in a corner, but I can put an and in front of that. And then with a crab, I can walk to the flag. To do that, I need to get past the star, which is sink, and I need to get past the skull, which is defeat. Let's see. I mean, this is just not necessary. And I can make the star push. What happens here? No good, because at this point, yeah. Because the skull doesn't push. At some levels that took me hours, I didn't finish the game. We'll see. I mean, this is early. Wait, what if I push the star here and make the star sink? That kills the skull. All right. Now, put the crab here. Go and grab the and. All right. That worked exactly the way I thought it would. Awesome. Affection. Let's see what happens. Algae is defeat. BaBa is you. Love is win. Love is push. Kiki is move. What does move mean? It says wait space. Ah. I guess the Kikis just run around. Can I push? Ah. All right. What if I make Kiki push? You walk in that direction. All right. Can I make love push? Now just make that horizontal Kiki that I set up push the heart out of there. That works, but I first need to make it not push so I can actually get there. Whee! Pillar yard. Flag is win, wall stop, pillars push. Stars defeat, BaBa is you. The stars defeat is not gonna stop. the star. Ah. How about this? Get a pillar in there. Now pillar is you. Ta-da! Brick wall. Oh, extra zoomed in. BaBa is you. Flag is win. Wall is stop. And that wall is stop is not, that's not, nothing's gonna happen with that. Can I just make BaBa win? Whoops. Yep. I am win. Made a win. Ta-da. Submerged ruins. Level like extra one. Uh-oh. How deep does this rabbit hole go? 2 crabs. Okay, the wall stops not going anywhere. Right now, flag is defeat and crab is nothing. So that crab I can just walk over? Yeah. Because it doesn't do anything, and if I touch the flag, I'll die. So I'm clearly gonna have to push on the crab. Let me just go back. Like this is gonna have to happen at some point. So I have a way to win, and it's gonna be the flag, but I need to arrange so that the crabs are gone before that, ideally. Easier said than done, though. I can get the rock there, but once it's there, the rock is stuck. I don't have anything to work with anymore. So I'm not sure that's wise. But like, yeah, I can't really do anything with this warp either on this. How about this? back. And now I'm BaBa again. Does that help? Gets me a rock back. Rock is not currently push, but I can make it push again. Not sure if that's useful, but it seems like it's something I could do, so let's try it. Can I push the crabs? Crab is not push. This part feels good, like getting the rock out of there feels like it's progress. What do I do with you now? I can make something push. I know the solution. Well, that's great for you. I am very proud of you. I do not. Let's see. The echo is probably the actual room acoustics. Or do you mean the music? Yeah, I mean, I'm using an actual big ass microphone here, not a headset, so. Like I don't have my audio on speakers, so any echo on there is just actual room acoustics here. Yup, Lilo Yeti. And you're right all the way back. The thing is, I really do need to push this rock one place further to be able to do anything interesting. Because I can't get any of these words down here out of there without pushing it one further step. I can't really move the BaBa SU much. I can't push it horizontally. Not vertically, because if I move any vertical element, I lose. Multiple BaBa. So I think I do need to do this. Like otherwise I just don't have any options here really. This is the numeral or dot level. Dot level. Let's do this again. I said that one felt like it was a good idea, so. The dot levels are extra evil. Yes, I figured. It says extra. I mean, why else would you have these? I figured as much. Let's just get all of these out of there. Does it help me at all to make BaBa push? I don't see how it would help. If I leave the rocket push. And then if I make the rock me, I can die. See? Defeat. That's awesome plan. Let me see. Wait. No, that already doesn't work. Can I build these sentences the other way around? Can I say pushes crab? I doubt it. No, I can't. Go back and do the rest of the levels on this map first. Okay. Let's just bail out of here for 1 sec. Lock. BaBa is you, walls stop, doors shut. Key is open, key is push. I can just go here, yeah. The rules are all here, okay. Huh. So, if I push the key here, it opens the door, which just annihilates both. So the issue here is that I can do this with the key. Then I don't have another key to do the same trick with. So the idea, I do have a rock. So take the rock down here. Rock is open, rock is push. So now the rock is effectively a key. Ta-da. Now this locksmith. Key open, key push, doors shut. BaBa's you, doors stop, walls stop, flag is win. So I need to get through both doors. Also, once I get to the second room, I can just remove the doors shut. It's still stopped though. Let's figure out how to leave this room first. So the problem is, right now I can't interact with the key at all. I can make it push, but then I can't push it into this door because it's shut. I can make it open, but then I can't push it. So really I need both. We already had this before. Where the idea is to basically do this pattern. Key is now open and push. And I can do this. So, what do I do with you? That's now, can I just make the door open? No, this is like a verb, not an adjective, but I can make the door push. And then I can just slide it out of there, and then I don't care that it's stopped. Right? Right. Locked in. Jelly is stop, wall is stop, flag is win, BaBa is you, wall is defeat. But I like the wall defeat is not a problem right now because the wall is also stop. So wall is defeat. That means once I remove the wall stop, this will happen, which is obviously no good. But what happens if I say wall is jelly? Yep. Flag is win, which doesn't really help me. Because there's no flag, but I can just make BaBa win. Win is me. Area clear. Change this. Rock is rock, flag is rock, wall is stop, flag is win. Flag is rock. Yeah, so that rule applies after the very first time I move. And I can't do rock is flag because rock is rock. Until, that is, I remove this. Now I switch this around. Say rock is flag. And now I win. BaBa is literally object-oriented programming? No. This is more like Prolog. Like, this is logic programming. You're dealing with an inference engine. That's not object-oriented. There's no methods here. Like, this is clearly much more like logic programming. Does it mean if anything if I don't know OP for performance? I always thought no, but losing an interview makes you think. I don't subscribe to the worldview that knowing something makes you bad. So like if you ask me like should I learn this? I mean there's a question in that there's only so much time in your life to learn things with. But like object-oriented programming is important enough that it's not a waste. Like in practice, completely independent of where you stand about it, like philosophically, it's important enough that it's worth spending some time learning. I'm not sure what you mean with OP for performance per se. Okay. Kiki is you, door is shut, hedge and door is stop, flag is win isn't set yet. So the issue is I can get this key. Because I can't pull it. Like if this key was anywhere else, not anywhere else, but if it was in a more convenient place, I could just go in there, set the flags when like everything would be good. Key is pushed and open. This whole thing is set up so that I can slide stuff over here. If I could make the key me, I could just walk as the key to this door and open it. I can, like, the key is you, I can't really form. Door is shut. Is it stop? Yes, it is stop. The only thing I can do with this key here is make it worse. I would like to make key me, but like I can't do that without breaking this that I can see. Well, I can just make the door move out of the way, though, which kind of simplifies the whole door problem quite a lot. Still have the problem that this key is in the way for me to make the flag win. Can I make the hedge not stop? All these things are stuck on the wall, so I don't see how to. Oh god, I have an idea. So, put the key here. Say key is door. now I can't make the door me again. Because now door is stuck. This was so beautiful. I would have just made door me again, moved the door out of the way, and then I can move the flag over. Oh. Okay, I have a sneaking plan. Go back to when I was the door. Come on. All right, that's the problem. I can do this. No, that doesn't actually do anything. All right, I see the problem. So what I wanted to do is like I can get rid of both the key and the door by pushing them into each other, because then they annihilate. But for that, like if I am door at that point, that is clearly bad, because that just means I made my player die. So I need to also be Kiki at the same time. I think I painted myself into a corner here. Wait, no. This part was good. And stuff like inheritance and polymorphism, but I just can't care enough for like abstract classes. It just looks like bureaucracy. Oh, that's just like, I mean, like, you don't need to care for it, but you should know what they are. Because if you're in a large code base, you're just gonna run into that stuff. Whether you like that or not is kind of neither here nor there. It's just like, yeah, to function within some code bases, you just need to be familiar with what they are and how that works, independent of whether you like it or not. That's also kind of what a lot of the OOP hate from like lead engine programmers and like very settled companies misses. It's like, yes, it's nice if in your company you are not using OOP or whatever, and you can say like, okay, we just like we do these things differently, but like 98% of all coding jobs you can get, like these concepts are kind of important, and like it's not gonna do anything useful to say like, well, I don't agree with that. Like, yeah, you might not agree with that, but you should still know what it is, because It's sort of expected of you, whether you like it or not. Anyway. Let's get back to the map and try the other one first, or like do 11 maybe. It's not valid to disagree with something you do not understand. I'm not sure I'm 100% on board with that particular phrasing of it. But I do think it's not helpful. Flag is flag, flag is push, BaBa is you, jelly is win. BaBa is you. Can't make the flag jelly, unfortunately. With the rules as they are, like doing this makes no sense because I'm just stuck immediately, so no point doing that. I can't make the flag jelly, even though that'd be awesome because the jelly is win. So the issue, Danny, is that like this kind of thing sets you up for like a no true Scotsman fallacy. Scenario where you essentially claim that, oh, no. You can always like up the ante and say that, no, you just don't understand OOP. And like this thing you're describing, that is not OOP, that might be bad, but that's not the true thing. Which tends to be the way these debates go. So I just don't subscribe to this, like this whole notion of you need to truly understand this thing to criticize it. Well, that just sets up a very vague standard for when you're allowed to criticize something, and it's just not helpful either. I said, like in this particular instance, the actual thing is just like completely independent of any abstract philosophical reasoning. You should know what OOP is and the basics of how it works, because basically 95% of the random tech stacks in various companies will use it to some extent. So at that point, it's more of a literacy question, but like fully independent of whether you think it's a good idea or a bad idea. Like you might think, like for example, let's take an example that's not as emotionally loaded. Like you might say that either Latin letters or like kanji are a good or a bad writing system. And you can argue that and have an opinion on that, but ultimately it's just irrelevant, because if you live in a country where those are the things that are written on signs, then either you can read them and you can function in that society without outside help, or you can't read them and you can't. And this is like, it just doesn't really matter whether you have standing to have an opinion or whatever. It just boils down to a question of whether you're able to function in the environment that you've chosen to be in. Anyway, All right. How about this? No, no, no. That was not what I wanted. This. I can make the flag BaBa. Oh no, I can't because flag is flag. I can't do this with flag, but I can do it with jelly. Whoops. All right. Now I have the problem that flag isn't push. That should be like this thing I'm setting up. Like after I set this up, like I am stuck with this. This is not getting untangled anytime soon. So let's hope I'm not going to regret this. All right. So now I get the flag out of there. All right. I have a flag where I can access it. And now I make the flag win. Oh no, but the flag is push. Oh, and that's not getting undone. Crap. Crap, crap, crap. I can talk a lot about the miseries of RTL writing in Hebrew. I believe you, but what does this have to do with anything? Wait, what was I even doing here? I can just go flag is win right here. I don't need to make it push. I was overcomplicating this. Crap storage. BaBa is open, flag is push. Door is shut and stop, hedge is stop, BaBa is you. So I can, BaBa is open so I can go there, but that kills me, so that's not very useful. This whole setup here is terrifying. Like, I'm gonna have to push something through here, don't I? And this BaBa is, as I'm shifting this in, looks like it's gonna be trouble. Well, there are several right-to-left languages, not just Hebrew. Also top-down and bottom-up. No one has dared do something that needs to always be written at a 25-degree angle. But I say that is wrong, and that is also neglecting a vital part of human experience. So I shall now write in 25-degree angles. Are there any inside-out languages or three-dimensional? Generally, if you require a topologically complicated surface to write on, that diminishes the utility of writing a lot. So I'm not sure. It seems like that would be self-defeating. It's kind of interesting to look at the evolution of written languages. Like now stuff, we have things like white space and punctuation and so on. Where if you look at, say, Latin inscriptions, at some point they realized that it was a good idea, at least in the inscriptions, to put these dots between words at least. But initially they didn't used to even do that. Initially writing was just literally like you phonetically wrote down what you heard. And the words just ran into each other, because this whole concept of having spaces between words is convenient for sight reading, which nobody was doing at the time, but it's not really useful otherwise, and it's not how we speak. If I insert verbal white space between words, it starts sounding real weird, and like the natural way we speak doesn't really have any actual spaces in between it, and that's just like the fact that we write that is actually historically fairly recent. So like, and as I said, it's mostly, I think, as far as I can tell, it's mostly an effect of sight reading of people. Like it used to be that scrolls were intended, like the way kids learn to read in Western languages anyway. If you learn the letters, you learn what their phonetic values sort of are. And then you start looking at the letters and like sounding them out with your mouth as you're looking at what's written down. And that is initially like how you learn to read what a word is, which is of course very much complicated by things like loan words from foreign languages, where like the letters have different phonetic values and work differently. But like that's the basic idea. But like historically, like the way, say, ancient era scrolls worked, like you literally just had values for phonetic, like for phonemes you had in your language. That was what writing was. And the idea with the scroll was that you would sound it out loud. So like you didn't, like there weren't any word separators or anything, because it was intended to just be a jotted down form of speech. And it was very much yes, one-dimensional sort of. Like this whole concept of structure that we have now. If you look at current written documents, we have all these weird things. We have capitalization, which is not really a feature of originals scripts. Like that was added later. We have white space, we have punctuation, which indicate some sort of different pauses that you actually do have in speech. But things like I said, like spaces between words are completely artificial. We have paragraphs, which again are like a logical unit and correspond somewhat to what separates distinct thoughts in, say, a speech or an article. But again, it's not really a natural unit of speech. And then we have things like subdivisions like chapters and parts and like pages, numbered things. Like that used to not be a thing either. Scrolls, even like long scrolls, and they got to be pretty long. like this idea of like we have books with numbered pages is also not that old. It used to be that you were expected to just literally memorize the whole thing. Like the written form of a book was kind of the canonical representation of it, but you were just supposed, like the reason you wrote that scroll down or whatever was that you were supposed to learn it by heart. And you didn't have any pages or any paragraphs or any indentation or whatever, because you were just supposed to know the entire contents of the thing anyway. So, like, the way written text worked when humans first developed it versus the way it's used now, like, we've learned quite a few new tricks in structuring that kind of thing that have made it much more convenient for using the text as a primary representation. It used to be really basically just a mnemonic device, like a guide to give you something that you would learn by heart, and like that was really the primary thing. Like stuff like the Greek epics, like Homer and so on, that was written down, but no, like storytellers were supposed to know the whole thing by heart and just have it memorized. It was a very different notion of what books were even for. Anyway, nothing to do with this game. I just think it's interesting. Can I get the flag, like the word flag, out of the corner? I don't see how. Scrolls like the Torah books in synagogues? I think so, yes. Definitely stuff, like, I don't know enough about those scrolls in particular. It's definitely how scrolls in, say, ancient Greece or Rome worked. Scratch Hangul does seem to use spaces, which makes sense considering it's phonetic rather than ideographic. Hangul is also super recent. Hangul is a very new script. Was 18th or 17th century, I think. So that was after lots of experience. Like, there was the silk trade and everything. Yeah, people had some experience with other scripts at the time. So they knew what worked, what ideas worked. And they kind of took a best of different ideas. And the other thing is, pretty much all modern scripts were phonetic at the time they were developed. And really, they like, the older they get, the less phonetic they are, because spellings for words kind of develop some inertia where that's just the way that word is spelled, even when the pronunciation shifts over time. That's actually also an interesting thing to me, like the way speech has historically shifted a lot in most languages. I think that might be mostly... There's still things like... Well, there's still things where people start talking differently, like in the sense of trends, or like youth language, but the dialects, say, that, for example, like television newscasters use, has been fairly constant for the past 50 or 60 years. I mean, they get new words, but the basic pronunciation seems to be basically the same, which, as far as I can tell, is also like historically not the way speech worked, where everything was dialects and like pronunciation would shift all the time. So that's also like an interesting thought, that now that we have this globalized society and lots of actual like verbatim recordings of speech, we have first records, like then audio tapes, and now all these recordings, digital and otherwise, of people speaking in like old movies and so on. So that's freezing the actual speech patterns and allowing them for like later access in a way that was not there before. So I'm kind of curious whether that means that the language will, or at least pronunciation, will be somewhat more static over the next couple centuries than it used to be. Or if it's just that we just, instead of shifting slowly how we pronounce certain vowels, we just have trends and like just words going in and out of fashion, which is always happening. I don't know. But I need to look at this level now that I still have no idea how to deal with. BaBa is open. I can't let BaBa be open. I mean, I can make the flag be open, but then I'm gonna... Thing is, if I make the flag be open, then it's gonna disappear on me. So my problem is I can do stuff like, let's just play this out, that I think is not gonna work, but whatever. Let's make the flag open. Oh, that is completely useless because I can't even move the flag. And it's not push, okay. How do I open the door? I need to make something open that I can actually get over there. So all words eventually turn to sex terms. That process is reversible. That process is very much reversible. Things that used to be sex euphemisms aren't now. That has totally happened in the past. If you want a concrete example, look up Much Ado About Nothing, the Shakespeare play, and what nothing in that context actually means. Because, spoiler alert, Shakespeare is a terrible person and nothing is very much a pun in that context, and also a euphemism. And that euphemism is just completely gone from the language now. Okay, I don't have anything else to work with, so I'm assuming I have to sacrifice. This flag eventually. YOLO. Let's just try this. Whoops. All right. Let's build a BaBa as BaBa here, which I'm gonna need in a second. Because I'm gonna push the crab through here. And I need BaBa as crab not to happen. Crab is defeat, which will be bad, and crab as win is good. And now I win. I like that solution. Burglary. Alright. Key is defeat, door stop, BaBa is you. Key is open. Door start. Stars push, wall stop. Alright, how do I escape here? BaBa's you. Key is open but not push, right? Oh, key is defeat also. Great. What if I make the wall shut? And the star open. Oops, not what I meant to do. Yep. Now I just need to make something win. That doesn't quite work. Guess the wall stopped. So close though. I see. I can make the key win. Currently it's also defeat, but I can nuke that rule. And now the key is win and I win. Let's try this again. Door shut, Kiki's you. I feel like the door is you thing is a good idea, but can set up the doors me thing differently. Or can I? I cannot. Oops. Can I push you around? No. Can I make something else win? Also no. I feel like I need to end up with key as you, but I don't see how. Man. How would I get rid of the key? I can make the door shut again. I can't actually move this anymore. Let's restart this. What if door is me and shut? And I can do this, but then that's no me. Can I have door and Kiki both be me? Like this. Free space next to key. Like that's clearly important. I don't see it. I still don't see anything. I could stare at this one some more. See if I can figure this one out now, but I doubt it. 2 crabs. Still don't see a way to do anything with this to start with that makes any sense. Then I can do this, which lets me recover him. Have you read Stranger in a Strange Land? Yes, long ago. Very long ago. That's where I was earlier, but I think this gets me stuck. Weird in what sense? It's not a dirty online book. No. Dirty Old Man Heinlein was a whole different period. It's like a futuristic 1940. A futuristic 1950 or so, I think, which is pretty much when it was written. Yeah. This is where I was last time. I don't think there's anywhere to go from here. I think it's just like a dead end, so. What else can I do? A future where you have floating cars but no internet. Just goes to show what kind of futures are easy to imagine and what ones aren't. It's weird how this thing with like cutting edge sci-fi of the time tends to not age very well, especially with regards to tech. I mean, there's this whole... It starts off being cutting edge, then it starts getting a bit obsolete. Then there's like the space where like, okay, this is just cringeworthy. And at some point, like, there's just so many things wrong with it that it just becomes charmingly twee. Like, say, I bet, like, Jules Verne, like, there was a period where he was, like, close enough that it was in the cringeworthy phase, but at this point, it's just like, oh, it's just, like, basically, like, oh, it reads like steampunk, or whatever. It's just this completely, like, alternate history thing that just is set in a completely different world, which is not how it was originally written, but yeah. And I still have no idea what to do with this level. This feels relevant. I can go in here just fine right now. I'm just gonna get the flag out. Can I make the crab push? I guess hinting is ban-worthy. If I ask for a hint is fine, but like, don't tell me unless I ask. And I am nowhere near that desperate yet. No. I was thinking maybe I can do something smart with like rocket you down here if I can get it in here. So that I never set the crab. Huh. Basically, as long as I don't shift this thing right, I'm fine. But if I don't shift it one right, I'm not getting anything out of here. And also, I'm really not getting anything in there either. As soon as I do this, I'm basically locked in the course I already explored, and I don't see how to get any further from there. I can get the rock out, but that doesn't actually help me. Like, I don't see how to get past the crabs. Seems kind of relevant that this wall here is accessible. If I could make the wall not be stopped, everything would be great. I get it. And let's go back to the map. Let's try this one once more. I don't think I have a better idea there either. Wait. This level is called 2 doors, and there's only 1 door. What if I make the key a door? That doesn't help me one bit, is the answer. Because my previous trick was to make the door me. And now I can't do doors you. Not if I put it there anyway. But it would help. Because once I make the key door, like, I can just move both of these out of the way. multiple keys. Oops. Does that kill me? Yes, it does. I make door me. Then I make Kiki into a door. I have two doors. Which is a super awkward way to be manipulating things. Can I get one of you away? Thank you. Door is shut. Key is open. Boom. Flag is win. Woohoo! Woohoo! Not sure if that was the/A intended way, but it works. Do I have an idea here now? I doubt it. Can I play games with who I control? Actually, let's just do a different thing now. I've stared at this for long enough. Zero poem. Didn't deactivating doors shut and activating key is door make the door do nothing and he could just win? The problem is I needed to get to the point where I can make flag win. And the key, just like as long as the key is there, it doesn't let you put the flag as win in place. Anyway, rose is red, violet is blue, flag is win, BaBa is you. All these things are true. Oh, and also wall is stop, which doesn't quite fit the scheme. But I was like, wait, wall isn't stop, so can't I just walk through? The key became a door and wasn't shut. What am I missing? The problem wasn't that the door was shut. Nobody cares about the door. The problem was the key was still in the way. Like that the door is shut doesn't really you need to get rid of the obstruction so you can move the flag as win in place. Anyway, door still blocked you? Yeah, anything blocks you, yeah. There was door and hedge is stop. That was one of the rules that he can't modify. The key doesn't work because key is push, and the door doesn't work because door and hedge is stop. So you need to get them out of the way. And the way is because key is open, and as long as door is shut, if key is open, then key and door annihilate each other, so you can get rid of both obstructions at once. So you need to exploit that. Anyway. Alright, I can just make BaBa win. Oh, but I'm not BaBa anymore. Easily fixed. Not so easily fixed. Wait, if I remove the roses red, like the roses aren't actually red anymore, cute. BaBa is win, rose is you. Ta-da. Works for me. One poem. Mauled. BaBa is float. What does that mean? I mean, we know this puzzle, but... means I can't touch the flag. That's what that means. Hey, this game is Turing complete. Don't know if it's true or not. It wouldn't surprise me. As I said, it's basically a logic programming thing, which is a pretty powerful paradigm. Especially with the substitutions, you can, like the A is B type thing, lets you also do a text substitution system, which is also fairly powerful. Like text substitution systems themselves, well, it's character-wise substitution. I guess I'd have to think about it. But there's several things you can do with this that are by themselves already pretty powerful things, so would not surprise me. Anyway, the problem is I'm float, and so I can't actually touch the flag. Which is a problem. I can push the rocks around. I don't see how that helps though. But it is something I can do. Idiot is me. A, walls aren't stop anymore. B, wall is you. Ta-da. If BaBa is floating, I can't change that, then I'm gonna be someone else to touch. BaBa is you and float. BaBa is melt. Water is hot. Flag is win. Skull is defeat and float. So while I'm float, I can get over the water. But I assume I can hit the skull and then I'm dead, yeah. And even if I could get past the skull, I wouldn't be able to touch the walls. I can make BaBa not float. Let's just restart. But then I melt. Well, that's you and float. Can't move him though. Does that help? It becomes harder and harder to beat the walls. Yeah, no shit. It's such an obvious exploit. Okay. Alright, doesn't see anything useful I can do. I can turn my float on or off. That doesn't actually help me. I want to be float to get over the water, and I want to turn it off. if I could get the BaBa SU to be horizontal, I could see me doing like a horizontal arrangement of BaBa SU and float that I used to get over here, and then like once I'm over here I remove the float. Which seems like that's the right idea, is to shift that so that basically let me float over here, then turn the float off. This seems like the right idea. But the problem is to get the float over there with BaBa being float. Like I can't get this. It would have to be horizontal. And for me to push this in horizontally, this entire thing would need to be horizontal. There's really not many things I can do here, and yeah, I still can't figure it out. But I'm also getting tired. Have an idea, which is to do this. And now I can build a horizontal BaBa as float. Stop. The idea is sound, but the execution here is wrong. Like that float needs to be one higher. BaBa is float. Now BaBa is not float. Hooray. Bridge building. Water sink. Hedges stop. BaBa is you. Text is float. Can't you do water as float in the previous level? Let me check. Water is hot and float is also an option, I guess, yeah. That's would have been simpler. Yep. Yep. That works. I feel though this idea that I had of changing the sentence and then having a BaBa as float that I can bring with me is probably an idea I would have needed sooner or later anyway. So I'm glad I got that out of the way. Since like this whole thing, let me reconstruct my original solution. Like this procedure here of BaBa is meld and you, then okay. Like this whole let's take the text with me so I can change the rules when I'm on the other side feels like this is concept. Like if I was a puzzle game author and I realized this was possible, I would absolutely use it. So I'm certain that's useful that I learned that now. Oink. Not sure if that was the intended solution, but it works. Since I didn't really do much with the Texas float or anything. Bridge building question mark. Oh, we're doing this. Okay, so. Okay, we're doing variations on a theme. This time the rock is float, so I'm assuming that even though the water is sink, yeah. Yeah. That makes more sense. Rock is push, BaBa is you, flag is win. Rock is float. The text is not float. Wait. What episode? Okay, this is getting meta. Victory spring. Text is float, water is sink, BaBa is you, cock is push. can put the cog in here, but that doesn't actually help me much. But move this over here. Now, instead of text as float, I make it text as win. Whoops! So close. When you talk about a level, you need to tell me in the chat which level you're actually talking about, because I never know whether you're talking about the current or previous level or whatever. Text is win, text is flow. Yeah, as soon as I remove this, the win is gone. So text needs to remain float. One too far, and I don't think this works, but I'm doing it anyway. What am I doing? I don't need text as float anymore. I can just make BaBa win. Once I have the win out. So yeah, I can simplify this. I guess I need the is. So now I have it. Now I have is and win. Yeah, that's the essence of that solution. All right, so that wasn't so bad. Research facility. Space weight. Oh god, that's a lot of. Kiki is defeat, bolt is push, bolt is melt, wall is stop, BaBa is use, skull is hot. And right now biting doesn't help anything. Bold is push. What's even my plan here? Alright, so the idea is I can use the bolt to push Kiki around. No, I can't. Actually can't. Because Kiki is defeat. See, I wrote a penguin. I think I'm also like, it's almost midnight here and I got up at 7:30, so I'm pretty beat. What if I make the bold move? I'll make the bold push. Then make it move. And it melts when it hits the skull. Because bold is melt. I can push the feet in there, but why would I do that? Oh, I'm too tired. I think I'm done for today. Alright, everybody. Thanks for watching. And see you around.